We've never had a ride race like this before.
Who can do the most in Disneyland Resort? Both parks in one day?
We're about to find out.
And it's a state of emergency because of this rain.
Let's get it.
See that we're going the same direction.
Mayhap not. You don't know where I'm going. I'm diving into the moat.
Oh, that's not on the list. All right, my first stop is gonna be Snow White's Enchanted Wish, and I'm getting the vibe from the girl next to me that it's also her first stop.
That girl?
No, not that girl. Snow White's Enchanted Wish is a Snow White themed dark ride that takes you in through the story of Snow White. You see Snow White's Scary Adventures. They added a couple of scenes, made it a little less scary, and now it's Snow White's Enchanted Wish. It is absolutely historic and nostalgic, of course based on the very first full-length animated feature from Disney, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
And it's not on Genie.
And it's not on Genie. Most of the classic Fantasyland dark rides are not available on Genie. Now we have the option during rides races to either get Genie Plus or buy individual lightning lanes, and both Emma and I went for Genie Plus today. I know that because I can see it in the app that she has it.
Magic mirror on the wall. With this disguise, I'll fool them all.
All right, I noticed that you also skipped, you're going to Pinocchio. I'm going to Toad.
Maybe I should go to...
I mean, I go Pinocchio.
Okay.
This is not supposed to be how ride races go, but the thing is, in the morning, there's typically a strategy that works the best. And so Emma and I are both really sticking to that strategy. Means we're gonna hang out for a little bit, which we enjoy. But after the morning, strategies vary a little bit more. There become a bunch of different ways to do the most in a park in the day, and that's when we'll probably end up splitting up. Toad, 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 Toad. I drove yesterday during our Park Hop Perfect Day in Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. And it was a blast, so.
I'm driving tonight.
All right, Mr. Toad was down and both of us turned around and said, then I'm gonna do Dumbo. So here we are,
That's real
still
life.
together doing Dumbo. This is a great strategy for rope drop if you do have Genie Plus, because the Fantasyland dark rides, you can get a lot done early while other people rope drop those exciting rides like Indiana Jones Adventure or Rise of the Resistance or Space Mountain. You can head to Fantasyland and knock out a ton of those iconic rides that aren't on Genie Plus. You can't skip those lines later. This is horrible. It's really bad.
At least we're doing it together.
Yeah.
You know what? If you paid this much to be here, go
Get on
get on
Dumbo.
Dumbo.
But just be prepared for the wind to feel like ice.
Yeah. I also think like this is pretty rare for Anaheim.
Yeah,
So like maybe don't bank on this exact situation.
it probably won't happen to you because you're probably luckier than we are. All right, one horrific ride on Dumbo later, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is up, so we are hopping in line for this one. This is another of those classic dark rides. We've done the Snow White story, the Pinocchio story, and now we're headed into Mr. Toad's story, where you recklessly drive a car to a bar, have a beer, get sentenced in a court of law, get hit by a train, and then go to hell.
I'm a good driver. I don't think so. You want a drink? I probably had 7.
All right, I'm going this way. All right, we separate at last. All right, so I have a different plan today. With the weather, Disneyland is obviously a little less crowded. There's still some lines happening around the park, but it's a little less crowded because of the rain. Also, with Disneyland in general, it's a little bit easier to avoid zigzagging around like you would in Disney World. So like I have my lightning lanes, but it's a little easier for us to plan to not have to like cross the whole park to get a good wait time. So I'm going to try to do things spatially today, where I completely clear lands before moving on to the next one. I'm gonna try not to return to lands. We'll see if it works out. Oftentimes when I say this, it does not.
I might skip the carousel for now and come back to it. I have a lightning lane. My first one of the day is Indiana Jones. I was gonna do Casey Jr. Train, and it's down for weather. I know, you're shocked. But I think I'm gonna head towards Indiana, and then I don't know.
But I'm headed right now into the back of Fantasyland to It's a Small World, which I think is gonna be a great one for us to knock out at this time. My first lightning lane is for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway back in Toontown, because when I booked my lightning lane, it had the latest one, which means it's filling up the fastest. Let's just head towards Adventureland, but we're gonna go through Frontierland. We do have more breaks than usual today so that Emma and I can keep ourselves warm and as dry as possible, and also make sure that our tech is okay. So usually we do lunch and or dinner during a rides race. Today we might do a couple more. So our first break is actually going to be a breakfast break, breakfast and coffee, and that is relatively soon. So we're going to try to get through as much as we can before having to go meet Emma for breakfast and coffee. What might be the worst decision in history? I'm going to get on Big Thunder Mountain. It's a 5-minute wait. This is a lightning lane, but maybe I'll use my lightning lanes for something else. I don't know. I'm actually truly at a loss. I don't know what to do right now. Obviously, a lot of the Davy Crockett stuff is closed. Canoes, Tom Sawyer Island. Lots of that's closed. Haunted Mansion is actually down at the time of filming. So, really, seems like maybe Winnie the Pooh, Jungle Cruise, and Indy. What's left over here, and then Galaxy's Edge. The boat has like an inch of water in the bottom. Ooh. Alright, I'm off Small World. I'm very wet. The boat had about an inch of water in it, and when the boat tilted, it would be 2 inches. It's rough. So I'm now headed into Toontown. Ooh. This is, I think, the wildest rides race I've ever done. It is cold. I'm having to film underneath my poncho because it's raining so hard my phone's not working right. I'm about to hop on Big Thunder. Finished Big Thunder Mountain. Worst decision I've ever made. Regret it so intensely. But now I'm gonna do the new Swiss Family Treehouse on my way to my lightning lane because it's new and really cool. And look at this is Jane. I'm kind of roping Toontown and Fantasyland in together because they're kind of around the same place. So we're gonna try to knock out as much as we can here in Toontown. I think I'm gonna hop in my lightning lane for Runaway Railway and then maybe try to do Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin. But there are a couple of things that Disney marks as attractions. There's interactive areas, such as right here is Centennial Park. It's a sweet little play area for kiddos. It's got Braille on the barks. But for Emma and I to get points for these ones, we just kind of have to stroll through, make sure we're showing the attraction. And this is Centennial Park, and it's great. And I saw a bunch of kiddos playing there when it wasn't as aggressively rainy the other day. I've decided to go to Roger Rabbit first. Well, maybe not. Okay, I'm going to Runaway Railway first. This is recently rethemed. Jane normally lives over here. There's Jane. Recently rethemed. Used to be Tarzan, now Swiss Family. And it's
pretty neat. I love the Swiss Family Treehouse in Disney World. I'm honestly shocked that they did it here in Disneyland. Oh my gosh, y'all, I can see my breath. Oh, I'm so cold. I think part of this challenge is gonna be me going and buying a new poncho because I've already ripped this one in 4 places. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay. We're doing good, guys. Do you think Quincy would notice if I just sat here all day? This is my favorite part of the new one, is the astrology section. I think it's really, really cool. And we don't have that at World.
That was super fun. I've never done that here. I've only done the one in Disney World. And I really enjoyed it, especially because there's the line. The Goofy says, I don't think he says it in ours, where he says, right when you get back to the train at the end, he says, and that's why I wear pants and Pluto doesn't. And like he's just explained it. And I found that very funny. It gave me a laugh. So I have to go back out into that. Great.
Okay, next up, Indiana Jones, one of my favorite rides. And luckily, most of the queue that we're about to walk through is inside. So we get to take a small break from the rain for now.
Easy on the curve. You seek the future. I will lift the curtain of time. It is your destiny. There. That wasn't so bad.
Okay, I wasn't quite able to finish Toontown before heading to go meet Emma, so I'm headed to go meet Emma. We'll have to swing back here, but I haven't finished Fantasyland either, so our plan can still continue. We'll just have to jog back over here, but that's fine. Boy, is it cold. And the rain is harder now. All right, we have dried off as much as possible. We've warmed up, which means it's back out into the fray.
Get back out there.
Yeah. Looks, don't say anything. There's no water currently falling from the sky.
But I can still see my breath.
It's definitely still cold. You know, I looked earlier and it was pouring. It was 52.
No way.
So where are you going?
I don't know. Where are you going?
I don't know. Where are you going?
I was gonna go to Pirate.
Okay, that's not where I'm going.
Okay. Are you going to Indy?
I am. I have my lightning lane. In fact, during our break, I almost missed my lightning lane. Okay.
Bye.
Bye. I know I said I was going land by land, but since we were over here for breakfast, I went ahead and grabbed my lightning lane for Indiana Jones, since that is one of the harder ones to get.
Right now, it looks like Winnie the Pooh came back up, which is where I was gonna go for a while, and then it was closed. There is an outdoor section. I'm not sure if that's why it was closed, but while the rain's not coming down, and I'm back here. Pulled another lightning lane for Space, which starts in about 5 minutes, and I'll have an hour. So I'd like to finish up what I can back here, and then maybe head on to Space Mountain. Here it is. Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. If you've never been on this one, it's very cute. You actually get to go into the 100-acre woods. You're in a big jar of honey. You see a lot of your favorite friends. Slow-moving dog ride. But we have one over in Disney World as well. Very, very, very similar. The only real difference is this one, I believe, is themed to Pooh's birthday, whereas the other one is just a party that they're having.
Cruising through. Lightning lane, made it. Turned green when I scanned. So, just cruising in. Oh boy, I'm cold.
Okay, so obviously all of the lovely stuff over here. Oh, looks like maybe they'll run it today. Right now the canoes and Tom Sawyer is not running, but we'll keep our eyes peeled. The rain obviously has closed quite a bit of stuff. I'm gonna try to maybe hop in line for Smuggler's Run. I don't plan on doing Rise of the Resistance today. It's honestly incredible, but right now I'm trying to go for numbers and don't want to use that much time over there.
Right, it looks like Jungle Cruise is running, or at least it was. But I saw that had a 25-minute wait. We are definitely not braving any 25-minute waits today to beat Emma. I'm kind of thinking we'll do the Swiss Family Treehouse, and we might go do Enchanted Tiki Room. It's a relatively short show, about 10 minutes. Could be just a good one to grab while we're in this area. And I headed around to the entrance to Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. I'm really excited about this. I've never done the Tiki Room here in Disneyland. It is the original Tiki Room with the very first audio animatronics.
Aloha.
All right, it was 5 minutes to show start, so I ordered a hot chocolate from Bengal Barbecue and ran and grabbed it, because you can actually bring drinks into Enchanted Tiki Room, which is amazing. And I made it back just in time to head into the theater.
So we are gonna hop on Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. This one is really neat. You get to drive the Millennium Falcon and you get to kind of assist, whether you're a pilot, an engineer, or a gunner. There's lots of fun to be had around these parts. Now there is a single rider, so I'm gonna take that. Even though the wait is only 5 minutes, I think it feels smarter.
Just as I promised, now that resistance has made
Well, the rain is back, so that's great. But Enchanted Tiki Room was lovely. Oh, it was so good. It's got a couple extra things that we don't have at Magic Kingdom, like the Enchanted Fountain. I am gonna cruise through the rain, I think, to the Adventureland Treehouse. Jungle Cruise has a 25-minute wait still, so skipping that one for now. It's also a long attraction, so just probably a good idea to hold off on doing that and instead head to the Treehouse and then on to Pirates, I think.
Good job, crew. I like this one. It's a lot of fun. I don't tend to do it when I'm here at Disneyland because I have it in World, but if you've never done it, highly, highly recommend. Now, I don't know where I'm going next. Okay, the rain has started back. I am now gonna go to Pirates, and it's only 5 minutes. So if I can do Pirates, that means I pretty much have done everything over on this side that we can do, because I don't think I'm gonna do Rise, and Jungle Cruise is closed because there's that much rain. So I think that's what my plan is for now. Okay, we've made it. It still says 5 minutes. Pirates of the Caribbean, this is a classic. Whether you're in Disney World, Disneyland, Hong Kong Disney, wherever you're at, you need to ride this at least once in your life. Finished on Pirates. It's so good. Okay, now the rain is definitely back, so I feel like maybe this is an Enchanted Tiki Room time, perhaps. We'll see. But yeah, definitely no boats. Every single day like this in Disney World or Disneyland or wherever you're at is a lot about mentality. You want to be peeved, but maybe go home. Don't waste your day if you're truly miserable and you can't find any joy in it. But what are you doing here? Hey, do you want an umbrella, babe? I know. I think maybe you should consider it.
I think I don't want it.
It's just for my phone.
All right, headed into the Adventureland Treehouse inspired by Walt Disney's Swiss Family Robinson. And it is completely outdoors, so maybe skip it if it's raining. But don't skip it if you're in an intense rides race with your friend. Oh, I'm tired. All right, Treehouse done. Headed around to Pirates to hop on. Ooh, it's brisk and it is wet. Emma and I are both wearing Disney shopping bags on our feet. We're wearing them over our socks. I need to go this way. Wearing them over our socks and under our shoes. Emma's actually wearing them over one pair of socks with another pair of socks over the shopping bags. And it's so that the inevitable outcome when water gets in our shoes. We have a pair of socks that's dry on. It sounds silly, it feels a little silly, but it's not uncomfortable and well worth it. Long line out the door, even though it says 5 minutes. I think I'll just book the lightning lane just to speed past some of these people.
Okay, so I know I probably should not, but Quincy just recommended grabbing a hot chocolate from Bengal. It's like $3 and having it in the tiki room. Now, she did say that Jungle had opened, which is good news. Jungle's been closed most of the day, so pretty excited about that, but might wait for that time to drop. Okay, I got my hot chocolate. I'm here waiting for tiki room to start. Ugh. And I'm just gonna enjoy it. And what else can you do?
All right, I booked my lightning lane and I'm headed in. Whew. The thing about Genie Plus in Disneyland that Disney Worlders we might not be as used to is that it works a lot better where when you want to book a lightning lane for a ride that you're staying next to, odds are there is a time available for the next 5 to 10 minutes. Whereas in Disney, it's often hours and hours from the time that you are looking. So I was able to just grab a Pirates lightning lane right outside.
I've been an idiot just standing around and I forgot about my Space Mountain lightning lane and I can't fix it because I'm in the grace period. So I'm running, trying to drink this as fast as I can and get to space before I have to throw it away to use my lightning lane. Okay, it turned green. We made it. I cannot believe I did that, and I'm pretty sure I waited almost an entire tiki room. Like, I've just been standing like a clown.
Unfortunately, I do think it is our time to go to Frontierland, which I am not wanting to do because Big Thunder, I think, will be the worst thing ever in this weather, but it is one that we need to grab. Honestly, maybe I'm gonna hold off on it because it'll be so miserable. And there's other stuff still to do in the park, so I think I'm gonna skip Big Thunder for now. I know Emma has done it, and there was a pause in the rain earlier, so if I can catch a pause in the rain to do it, that could be much better than dealing with Big Thunder now. I actually think I'm gonna try to scare her a little by doing some really quick ones, because knocking those out could make it look like our numbers are a lot better than hers. Right now we're neck and neck. If I can go to Frontierland Shooting Arcade and the Sleeping Beauty Castle walkthrough, finish out Fantasyland and Toontown, I think we'll be in much better shape.
Okay, the lightning lane was a little bit backed up, but we finally made it into the main room. I'm not doing hot today. I do not know what's going on, but decisions.
All right, hopping into the shooting exposition. This is a really like retro feeling attraction here in Frontierland. Frontierland shooting done. Moving back into Fantasyland. Something we may want to consider doing is greeting the princesses, but it is a 60-minute wait right now, which we are not going to do, but that could be a lot of points for us. Hi, Asha. That's so cool. We have a rule with this ride space that if you can take a selfie with a character, it counts as a point, and that is because typically Disneyland has a lot more roaming characters than Disney World. Asha counts because I was able to get a picture with her. Right now, I'm inside Sleeping Beauty Castle doing the Sleeping Beauty Castle walkthrough, which is a very fun attraction. We don't have anything like this in Disney World.
Okay, headed back towards the front. Looks like Buzz Lightyear. It's only 5 minutes, but went ahead and grabbed a lightning lane. It's for right now. It's one of those, Disneyland does not have as many options on Genie Plus as Disney World does. And so I'm just gonna use it because we can, and why not?
Mission accomplished, Space Rangers. It's been an honor serving with you. Check the status board to determine your rank. And don't forget to holster those blasters.
This is the highest score I've ever gotten, and it's because it broke down multiple times. But I think I think I'm gonna come back for Star Tours. It's only 5 minutes, but hopefully it'll stay that way. It's kind of not raining as hard, and if Autopia is not too bad, if it's 10 or less, maybe I'll hop on. I do not want to do it in the rain. It was such a horrible idea when we did it the other day. But I pulled my next lightning lane, and I did go ahead and pull it for Roger Rabbit. It was the furthest out, and Toontown's been a little bit wonky today because sometimes it will close if the weather is bad enough. So I'm gonna check out Autopia.
I've decided to go rogue and get on the train. It's pulling up right now, so seems like as good a time as any to go hop on it.
The Astro Blasters, and if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere. The roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars.
Get on my car. Oh, I have to drive. Whoa, 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 whoa. As you can see, dead giveaways, my ring and my things. I'm driving. It is me driving. So I'm probably gonna put my phone away now, okay? It's just really cold. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, I'm done.
Okay, made it to Main Street, USA, which is perfect. Not what I was planning to do, but I thought about going to Tomorrowland. I thought, it'll be easier to go to Tomorrowland after Emma and I's lunch break. So instead I'm here on Main Street, where I actually think I'm gonna head into Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. Watch an absolutely historic and amazing show, as well as see the gallery that's in here, the Disney Gallery, which does actually count on our list because Disneyland classifies it as a full attraction. And you absolutely should stop in to see the Disney Gallery.
Okay, Autopia, done. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if I ever told you this, but the first time I ever filmed in Disneyland, I kept calling it Autopia because I was so exhausted, and even though I knew the real name was Autopia, I kept saying Autopia. And like after the fact, our editor had to be like, hey, Emma, it's not Autopia. Luckily I had said it right at least once, but it was just funny and I think of that every time. Okay, now I feel maybe Nemo if it's short, and then I feel like I need to go to Toontown. I've not been to Toontown, and that makes me nervous in my heart.
I just heard him say that the next show is right now. We're passing the Disney Gallery on the way, featuring the actual bench that Walt sat on in the park when he thought up the idea of Disneyland. And right now, though this gallery does rotate, featuring a Disney 100th anniversary gallery with lots of concept art from the years past. But we are popping back here to Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, a show that debuted for the 1964-65 World's Fair with an extremely lifelike Lincoln. People thought was so lifelike they would throw pennies at it to try to get him to flinch. And we have walked in with impeccable timing. I'm gonna sit in the very front.
Okay, Nemo was 20, so I'm not gonna do that right now. Matterhorn is not a long wait, but it has a lightning lane. I will do that later. So I feel like right now is a good time to head towards like Small World and Mickey's Toontown and all that in the back. Hopefully get some of that out of the way. And then figure out where we're going from there, because I don't know.
The world has never had a good definition of the word liberty.
That show is really cool, but also really kind of hard to watch when you're sleepy. Okay, I'm going to try to grab, I think this is the jitney, to take it up to the castle. Start heading back towards my lightning lane, maybe do some stuff on the way there.
Okay, we are headed in. This is one of my favorite areas in Disneyland. I absolutely love it. I think it is just so precious. Now there's a few things we can do back here. They're not rides, but Disney counts them as attractions. One of them being Centennial Park. Centennial Park. This is it. I'm here. Okay, so I've got a little bit of time until my Roger Rabbit. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway does have a lightning lane, actually. It used to be individual lightning lane at one point. Now it's on the regular Genie Plus lightning lanes, but this is only 10 minutes. And although maybe I should consider doing the lightning lane of it, I really want to go through the queue because this is something I've not gotten to do. I've not gone through the queue, and I think this is the best part of it. And look how neat the queue is. Oh, I'm so glad I did this. even if it means that I might not win. Just look how cute! Steamboat Willie right here. They actually have little plaques. It's almost like a museum. So look, plain crazy props, how to fly, music stand and drum. These props are from the band concert. Just so adorable.
All right. Whew. Just took a Main Street vehicle, so that's another point for us. I'm strolling back in the direction of Toontown. I think our lightning lane is about to start for Roger Rabbit Cartoon Spin. Maybe we can meet Mickey if there's time. Maybe not. Now, I did see a little secret here. When I was exiting Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, I did see Mickey and Minnie meeting in the hallway. Now, their line had been cut off, but they were meeting together with a short line because it's hard to see that they're back there. And the cast member said, keep checking back for more Disney friends to be meeting in the hallway later. So I will try to check back a couple of times, see if we can't catch one or two characters for some extra points. Chip 'n Dale's Gadget Coaster has been down pretty much all day with the rain. But Goofy's had a play yard and Donald's Duck Pond is open. Now this play area is designed for children ages 2 to 12, so we can stroll over to the Miss Daisy. Is this the perfect cast? Well, I'm gonna have to do this dance, aren't I? Whoa! I'm doing it wrong, I'm on the wrong foot. Ah. Whoop, 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 whoop. I don't know if that's the steps to the perfect cast, but if it is, I just did the mediocre cast. Okay, I'm also gonna quickly step into Minnie's house. Minnie is not currently meeting, which is actually good news for me, because typically Minnie is meeting in her house, which means you can't just go explore her house. But her house is actually listed as an attraction, as is Mickey's house. And Minnie's house is really near and dear to my heart because Minnie's house in Disney World was my absolute favorite when I was a little kid in Mickey's Toontown Fair. And that has been gone for over a decade now. They have the cookies. Those cookies were my favorite when I was a kid. Okay, reliving my childhood, eating many cookies. It's time for my lightning lane. So I'm gonna go scan into it so that I can go ahead and book my next one.
Roger Rabbit Cartoon Spin. This one is strange.
Hey!
To be totally honest.
I know that girl in that Disneyland jacket.
That could be anyone. A Disneyland jacket in Disneyland?
But this Disneyland jacket.
Oh,
this
I thought you
girl.
meant the poncho. I was like,
No,
everyone has these ponchos. You doing Roger?
I am doing Roger.
Do you have a lightning lane?
I do have a lightning lane.
Let's go together. Okay.
Don't honk the horn. Don't honk the horn.
Yes, that's like crazy.
Oh my gosh. I forgot this was a spinning ride. I actually don't want to ride with you.
She's so modest.
The lights are on. That does not sound good.
This is my first evac. Like
This is my first evac.
actually getting out of the ride in the ride.
Me too. It's never happened to me.
Evac queens.
Emma, how are you gonna win the ride challenge if you're in the dog pound? Whoa!
I don't know what she's doing back there, but I'm in a rush because I look down and I don't know what she's done, but her number is like really high and it really stressed me out. So I'm gonna try to sweep through the rest of here, and then I know we're gonna do lunch soon, but we both wanted to do like 1 or 2 more things. So I'm gonna try to do this Okay, so two of them are right here. Goofy's How to Play Yard and Donald Duck Pond. I actually have Donald Duck sweater on today. Not that you guys would know because I have a rain jacket and a jacket on over it, but I have a Donald sweater on. And you can probably see it on AllEars style. It's super cute. And if you don't know if it's not up yet, I'm sorry. I've not posted it. What is this? Oh, I love it.
Howdy out there. We invite you in, but me and Nancy.
This is so cute. I know I have stuff to do. I gotta go. Okay, bye.
All right, my last Toontown activity is to step into Mickey's house. Now this is actually the queue to meet Mickey, but I'm just gonna step in and take a picture in there or something because it is really well themed, and we're not gonna meet Mickey because he has a 30-minute wait, and our rule is nothing more than 20 today. Let's head into Mickey's house. Oh, Pluto. That is not how you use a doggy door, but...
Next up on the list is Minnie and Mickey's houses. They actually count as two separate things. So Minnie's not meeting right now, but I'm gonna head into her house because it counts. And I love Minnie's house. I think it's so sweet. I got to see Minnie's house. Now I'm gonna go see Mickey's house, but probably not meet Mickey because it's like a 30-minute wait, and we don't have time for that. Wow, hey, look how cute! One time Quincy left her water bottle back here. Very cute. And I love coming out here, Pluto's house. I love seeing Mickey's movie barn. It's just really sweet. I'm not gonna meet Mickey again. Pretty long line, but I just love seeing everything back here. Okay, so I just stressed it a lot. I don't know what you were doing, but you were still back there. So we've decided it's time for lunch. And we both want one good comforting thing. So we're gonna go towards Main Street. Okay, we could not resist. We had to come to Plaza Inn. Okay, we are here for one thing, and that's because we want the specialty chicken, and also Quincy wants the salmon. She decided as we're walking up right now. Very famous, we're very excited. Look how bad. I'll clean my camera, but we're about to go. We finally finished lunch and it's still raining. I know, you're shocked. We are too.
All right, we did a late lunch because we did it on purpose. We actually planned this morning to eat a little later because we were talking about how it would be really hard to find indoor seating at a peak lunchtime. And that's obviously important on a day like today. We are not gonna eat lunch out in the rain. So we were able to eat lunch. I'm going to poke my head into Main Street Cinema to get that one knocked out. Then I think the plan is, while it's not raining, go to Frontierland and do Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Pop into Galaxy's Edge, do Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. And Rise of the Resistance is down as a 30-minute wait. So I think it's not impossible to think that it might drop even lower. And if Rise drops to 20, I'll do it. But here we are at Main Street Cinema. One ticket, please, ma'am. Thank you, Tilly. The cinema's a great place to dry off and watch some old Mickey shorts.
Okay, so we've got a handful of things left to do. I would like to do some quick little things over here if we can. And then I'm headed to Disney California Adventure. Oh, I love Disney California Adventure, DCA. So I'm gonna do, I think, the castle really fast, try to grab some Main Street stuff, and then head over.
All right, walked up to Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, saw that 20-minute wait, and was able to grab a Lightning Lane for it. So I'm gonna hop in this line. Lightning Lane's a little backed up because a new time just started, but that's all right, it'll still move quickly. I am in line for Big Thunder, but I wanted to update you guys. Well, on my way over here, I did get physically hit by a duck. I was walking, I was recording something for for social, and a duck flew into my arm at top speed. And it really scared me. And it hit me in the arm on merchandise. Oh my gosh! I can tell you where the duck hit me. So that's gonna be, there's no way Big Thunder is gonna be that thrilling.
We're towards the afternoon, I'm gonna walk through Sleeping Beauty Castle. If you did not know, this actually closes. It's not open all day long, but it's one of my favorite little attractions. One of those special things you can just do in Disneyland. You can't do a lot of places. Walk through and see the story of Sleeping Beauty. Highly recommend. It takes no time, and it's incredibly special. Sometimes little guys will walk past. There he goes.
I'm headed into Galaxy's Edge actually to do Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, and maybe, if the cookie crumbles in that direction, Rise the Resistance.
I'm gonna probably go do a little Frontier, like a shooting arcade moment, and then we'll see where we land.
Wow, I think you're such a good shot. Oh my gosh, yeah, I know you guys.
Now that is actually very different because in Disney World, that's free now. It wasn't always, but that activity is free. This one is 50 cents. There's a lot of things in Disneyland that still cost some change, like the fortune tellers, any of the fun little, it's just like you can put your hand down and it'll tell you your secret. There's scattered through. Fortune teller is the only thing coming to my mind, but there's tons of them here. And then that. So maybe carry some change if you're interested in those little cute, fun things.
All right, I've arrived at Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. The standby wait time is only 5 minutes, which is probably about a walk-on. So I'm gonna do standby, mostly because though single rider isn't often, and I could grab a lightning lane. Yeah, thanks. Standby gives me a chance of not being an engineer. Regardless, I've never ridden Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run on this side of the country, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Okay, wanted to do Main Street vehicles. Does not look like they're out. There's a handful of things that I was like, oh, I'll try to do that. But now, I don't know. We said we were gonna park hop. I don't wanna not take advantage of that. So I'm gonna go. We're gonna park hop over to California Adventure and then hopefully rack up some things that maybe Quincy hasn't done, question mark. I am gonna pop into Main Street Cinema though, as well as Disney Gallery, just because those are on the list. They count as attractions.
All right, here's the deal. Rise is down. Winnie the Pooh is up. So I'm gonna stroll in the general direction of Rise on my way to the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. There is a world where Rise comes up while I'm walking over there and has a very short wait because it just came up. Will it 100% happen? No. But if it does, could be big for us. Mostly because I want to ride Rise of the Resistance. So we're just gonna cross our fingers and hope for a little luck. I got hit by a duck. That's gotta be lucky. They say when a bird poops on you, it's lucky. What happens when a duck flies full speed into your right arm? Is that lucky?
Okay, now we're gonna check out the Disney Gallery. They are doing Disney 100 Years of Wonder right now. I always recommend looking through here if you are a Disney history nerd, or anytime they have anything. One of the last times we were here, they were doing a big Haunted Mansion spread. This is the actual park bench where Walt first dreamed of Disneyland. I mean, there's some really neat stuff in here. Highly recommend checking it out.
All right, little 10-minute wait for the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I am hopping in line. I just did the Disneyland version of this ride for the first time the other day. That 10-minute wait isn't too bad as long as it doesn't go down on us. But this is a dark ride that takes you through the story of a very blustery day. A couple of differences if you're a Disney Worlder, just in the scenes that you see and the placement of things, but just a classic heartwarming Winnie the Pooh dark ride.
Okay, so this right here, that's Disneyland behind me. And then that is California Adventure. This park features lots of nods to California, of course, but then also lots of Pixar. This is where you're gonna find things like the Incredicoaster, and you're also gonna find Cars Land and Avengers Campus over here. Two of the main reasons I love it. Those two lands are immaculate, incredible, and I think you need to see them.
Hello everybody and welcome aboard the Red Car Trolley. It's a great place to get some hot chocolate right now, maybe some coffee, something nice and warm, some hot tea. And then if you're feeling like you want something cold, ice cream's right there as well. We have 2 more stops. We're headed to Hollywood.
All right, so I'm gonna head towards Pixar Pier and Incredicoaster. Actually, I'm gonna hop on Under the Sea. This is the first version I ever rode. I got to ride this before Ariel made her way over to join us in Disney World, and it says it's 5 minutes. And that's a good, easy one to hop on, and then we'll go use that lightning lane that actually just started. It's comforting, it's fun, and I love Little Mermaid, and I love this ride, even at Disney World. So, excited for this. Here we go! I'm so pumped. This is one of my favorites. I absolutely love Incredicoaster. It's an outdoor, incredible themed roller coaster. You see Jack Jack and Violet and Dash. It's so much fun. And of course, Edna Mode makes an appearance. Luckily, I am using Genie today, but this one actually has a single rider line if that's something that you're interested in. This one is super popular, so kind of expect those wait times to get a little bit high for it. But again, Genie.
I'm off Winnie the Pooh. I guess I should check where I'm going next. I'm gonna step in a store to do so. Maybe it'll be warm. Oh, this store is so cute. I've never been in here. Look how cute it is in here. Do I need something sugary? I think I do. I know I'm in a rides race, but the line isn't that long and I like in here. Just kidding. I said I was gonna get a treat, which I do still really want one, but I just looked at the app, Rise of the Resistance, 20-minute wait. I'm booking it, but I'm close. Right, as it's expected, lots of people are flowing into the queue right now. It says 25 minutes though, and here's what I'm thinking is, I think it might have just come up when I saw it say 20. So I'm wondering if it won't be 20 or 25.
BB-8, is everyone assembled? Good.
Good. Airspeed sensor? Thank you, Nina.
Okay, finished up here. Now, Jesse's Critter Carousel is right next to it. It's probably a 5-minute wait. So I guess I'm gonna hop on. I've never been on this one, so looks cute. I think the bunny rabbit is very cute. So I'm gonna do the pink bunny rabbit. I don't know. I think there's lots of fun options. Quincy might have gotten Julie Andrews' horse, but I have the pink bunny. So who's the real winner? The cowgirl. Now I have a lightning lane for Mission Breakout. I'm pretty sure I pulled for Mission Breakout. Web slingers I really want to do just like on a personal level, but the wait time is crazy and the lightning lane is pretty far out. So I'm still debating. I'm gonna try to grab what I can for now. So this is Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. There are actually 2 different Guardians rides. There's Cosmic Rewind in Epcot, and then this one here in DCA. This one does still drop, but it's not as intense in my opinion. It's more bounces and small drops, and the theming is absolutely incredible. However, Quincy has a big issue with motion sickness with this one. A lot of people do. So take that into account before, because there's a lot of screen usage in this.
My dear friends, this is the moment you have been waiting for.
And start things around. Let's roll.
I love that ride. It's exactly the same as it is in Disney World, but boy, is it fun every time. And only wait 10 minutes? That's pretty awesome. Now, we only have about 30 minutes left in this challenge. So, it's mandatory we park hop. I've got to hop. So, I'm gonna head to California Adventure.
Okay, we broke out. We were on mission breakout, so we broke out. It was so much fun. I love this ride. And also, I've been thinking maybe I'm starting to like Tower because I like this one so much. This one I just think is fun. I think it's more mild. I don't think it's as scary. And I just really love the vibes. I think it's awesome. So now let's head to Cars Land, get a few of those little ones in. Web Slingers is back up, but Quincy and I just talked, and I think we are gonna end this one at 7. Parks close at 8. It's our last night in Disneyland, and we don't want to spend it apart. So I think we're going to have a really nice time, but that means we have less time to get rides in. So I'm gonna hurry and go for maybe some little nuggets of gold, if you will. Oh.
A little silly, but I'm a little teary because it's walking out of Disneyland last time this trip. And I just really like it here. I always get to come with Emma, and every time we come I feel like we make such wonderful memories. This trip has been no different, but we got a rides race to finish, so I'm not gonna let any tears fall because that would be embarrassing. But I don't know, World of Color might change that. We'll see. Disneyland's definitely the busiest it's been all day right now, even though it's about to close. That's because one, the rain has at last stopped. So many days of rain. And two, it is one of the Disneyland's themed nights. It is Sweetheart Night, specialty characters, separately ticketed event. And I'm seeing lots of cute couples walk in with these adorable little heart lanyards on that mean they're here for Sweethearts Night. So I hope they all have a lot of fun. Emma and I aren't doing that, although we should, because the mom and dad of AllEars put up with a lot of stress from the kids, you know? So we deserve a little night out.
Okay, on my way into Radiator Springs and immediately noticing Luigi's closed. That really stinks. Not helping the plan here, friends, but weather is gonna do what weather is gonna do. I'm gonna check and see if Radiator Springs came up. It's been closed for a while today, but if it came back up, single rider would be awesome. There's a lot of people kind of loitering, so maybe, fingers crossed, I don't know. No, not open. That's okay. If it opens back up, maybe we'll hop on over for a single rider moment, but if it doesn't, that's okay. Okay, here we are. Tow Mater's and Mater's Junkyard Jamboree. This one is a 15-minute wait. What the heck is going on, friends? My plans falling through the cracks right now. But maybe I should just give up my web slinger lightning lane right now, do this, and then move on with my life.
I picked our finale. I am going to jump in to get one extra tick by going into Sorcerer's Workshop, which should take me no time just to pop in there. And then it's on to Monsters Inc. Mike and Sully to the rescue, which is an interesting finale ride, but one that I back because I haven't ridden it this trip and I can get a lightning lane for it.
This was absolutely crazy. I don't know why I stayed, but Mater, here we are. After this, we'll have about 30 minutes left. So I think I'm gonna try to get 2 more things done. I'm gonna run into Sorcerer's Workshop because that is one of our things, much like Centennial Park. And then hopefully make it to, I think, Monsters Inc. I'd love to do Monsters Inc. just for fun. So maybe Monsters Inc.
All right, so I think a really exciting building in Disney California Adventure is this Disney Animation building. There are a couple of different attractions in here. They're all very fun, but relatively low demand. You can meet Anna and Elsa in here, which is perhaps the highest demand. There's also Turtle Talk with Crush. Anna and Elsa are closed. Turtle Talk with Crush takes a while and is probably also closed, honestly. The final thing, and one thing that's always a must-do for me in this park, is Sorcerer's Workshop. So if you head down into the Sorcerer's Workshop, you'll find this very cool space that is interactive. The magic mirror from Snow White is in here, and you can make your own animations, but just in general, learn a lot more about how animations work. I definitely recommend stopping in here. I think it's super fun. The theming is super cool. At the bare minimum, come in there just to check it out. Used to have a couple more interactive areas in there, like Beast Library. I don't know why they got rid of it, but that's another point for us as we head back out to go get on our final ride of the challenge, Mike and Sully.
Yeah! Quincy lost her hat on this the other night. love it. I actually really do get a good kick out of that one, which is ironic because I don't really like alien swirling saucers, but I also think I just have like a really strong affinity for Mater, and I don't really I love the aliens, but I feel more connected to Mater for obvious reasons. All right, here we are. We're walking to our last few things. But I just wanted to say I love California Adventure. I know that it's kind of gone through its ups and downs, and it did not start off on the strongest of feet. But I just love the vibes. I love the way it makes me feel. So this is one off our list. Oh, I could stand in here forever.
Beyond this hall, a room of books and mirrors that can change your looks.
Not true.
Characters from A to Z.
Mike and Sully to the Rescue is a Monsters Inc. themed dark ride. I absolutely love this one. I'm a big Monsters Inc. fan. Came out in my like prime Pixar era, so I do love it. We're gonna head on inside. Really fun fact about this is that this handwriting right here on the sign, Mike and Sully to the Rescue, is actually Breedlove's Uncle Harley's handwriting, because Uncle Harley has worked as an art director on a couple Pixar films, including Monsters Inc.
Here we go. Mike and Sully to the Rescue. This is one of our favorites. I have not gotten to do it this trip, so that's why I'm kind of willing to miss out on maybe some more smaller rides for this last one.
Special report. A child is on the loose in Monstropolis. A human child!
Any Disney dark ride that just takes you through the movie's story. And even though that one has some like less exciting effects for a more modern ride, it's still really good. It's a reskin of the very widely disliked Superstar Limo, and it's fun because that ride was, you were like in a taxi with a paparazzi situation, and there was like Jackie Chan was there, and Jackie Chan's still in there. He's one of the hey, I was riding Monsters Inc. Mike and Sully to the Rescue.
I literally was texting you to tell you I was done, and this is where I was. That's crazy.
I'm also done. So Emma and I have decided that we are ending the ride challenge an hour before park close.
I told him.
Well, okay.
Well, we just talk a lot, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you said something, but I didn't want them to be left out of the loop.
All right, well, I'm glad you updated. No, I'm glad you updated them.
Yeah. Well, we had big plans, and I was like, hey guys, my wife's calling. I don't have as much time as I thought.
Am I your wife?
Sure. You know, I was just hanging out with the boys, grabbing a beer after work.
It's you and the boys.
Me and the boys, and well, ball and chain comes a knocking. So I wanted to let them know. In the spirit of good old-fashioned competition, we have come to Pim Tasting Lab.
One of Emma and I's favorite locales.
We've acquired 2 separate drinks, not one to share. 2 different ones.
Yes.
2 of our favorites that you can actually see us try because we like them so much in our best day ever Disney California Adventure, which is on the channel right now.
Yeah.
This time last year. If you want to check out the reviews, you'll see that. But I think it's time to find out who did the winning, who may have won.
I got hit by a duck today.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, 32.
This girl does this every time. She's always so sure that she lost and she won.
I keep checking your things and you were stopping me. But after much consideration, supposedly I've won.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you. I can't wait for the editors to tell me I can't count right.
I think this was the wildest rides race we've ever done.
This was, I actually feel like the most intense one. Not physically, but I know this is gonna sound crazy, but emotionally.
Yeah.
It was it was a roller coaster, and I know both of us were having moments where like, it's amazing to be in the parks no matter what, but this is probably the most miserable I've been.
It was
physically.
There were parts of the day that were grueling.
Grueling is a good word. Miserable is not the right word. Like, we're obviously really happy to be here. It's just it was a very difficult day, weather-wise.
Well,
And
Little
that's
lunch.
it.
Congrats
That's
on your
crazy.
win.
Do you want to get like some dessert and maybe do like one more ride together?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna go do that. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Now, if you want to see more of this Disneyland content, check out our Thrill Rides Challenge up on the channel right now.
We'll see you there.